Tonight, the Taliban claiming full independence as the final U.S. planes leave Afghanistan, ending 20 years of war. Alice Barr has the latest.
I turn it over to you, sir.
Tonight, an ending to America's longest war.
I'm here to announce the completion of our withdrawal from Afghanistan and the end of the military mission to evacuate American citizens, third country nationals, and vulnerable Afghans.
In the treacherous final hours on the ground, the window closed for evacuating Afghan civilians as the focus shifted to getting U.S. troops and critical equipment out, all under the looming threat of more terror strikes. The U.S. military says its anti-missile systems thwarted an attack aimed at the Kabul airport overnight. ISIS militants believed to have launched at least 5 rockets. There are no reported casualties. That after the U.S. military says its own drone strike hit an ISIS car bomb heading to the airport. Military leaders say they're investigating reports civilians may have been killed in the explosion.
Make no mistake, no military on the face of the earth works harder to avoid civilian casualties than the United States military.
It comes after last week's horrific ISIS suicide bombing at an airport gate killed roughly 200 Afghans and 13 U.S. service members. President Biden paying his respects to the fallen at Dover Air Force Base over the weekend as 13 families grieve a devastating loss.
It's going to be hard to go on without him. But we know that he died doing exactly what he wanted to do. He went out his way.
A dangerous mission now over with the end of the 20-year war in Afghanistan.
And the exit from Afghanistan drawing parallels to the exodus of the Vietnamese following the Vietnam War in the 70s. We spoke to a Vietnamese American woman who says the images remind her of her own family struggles of resettling right here in the U.S. She points to the tense climate in both situations as the U.S. withdrew. She says the uncertainty and desperation of Afghan allies making life or death decisions to leave their country is all too familiar.
There's so much pain that you have to work through, and it's this generational trauma that you're going to carry and give to your children.
The evacuation in Afghanistan has driven the Asian American Advancing Justice Group to call for the U.S. to accept as many refugees as possible and connect them with the resources to succeed. For the latest information on how you can help refugees coming to Georgia, head on over to 11alive.com.